Oh boy. Today is the day that I finally beat Outriders. Actually, give me one moment. I'm actually gonna make sure that my TV volume is down all the way because I think that when I streamed Skyrim yesterday, it's possible that I may have my TV volume at like maybe like 5 or 6. Like this one, I was hearing an echo whenever characters were talking. So let me just go ahead and double check this. So, so. Let me make sure my audio is working. Good. Good thing about shooters is you can have a free sound test. Today is the day that I beat Outriders. I want to point this out. We only have 3 areas left in the game, and one is a really short area.
I'm gonna clear the way. It's time for some answers.
So the 3 areas we have left according to this guide is Pax City, which we are in.
What do we have here?
Pax City, which we are in. The next area is called Caravel, and the last area is called Outriders Camp.
Zahidi, I found some more writing from Monroy's people. I think we must be approaching their colony. It seems Monroy didn't believe the Pax were so peaceful. When their tech started getting fried, he suspected the Pax were trying to sabotage him. Then, just as a storm was brewing up, they caught the Pax doing one of their obelisk rituals.
Did Monroy think the Pax were causing the storms?
I, thought the same thing when I first saw August in those ruins in the forest.
Monroy ordered his soldiers to stop them. It was on that day that Dr. Indira recorded the first Pax deaths.
Please collect all the writing you can find for me. Perhaps we can learn their story.
So in the last stream, I stated that I kind of let it slip that the next area was called that a future area was called Carvel. I tried to cover it up, but in reality, I didn't know that there was an area called Carvel. However, I'm still skeptical as to whether that the area that was deemed to be a what's it called? That was named after a dedicated that was named after a fallen, stated to be a destroyed ship. I was really skeptical as whether or not that was the actual Carvel, as whether it was a settlement named after Carvel. So, I'm still, like, unsure about that. I, of course, did have it spoiled for me, but I'm still gonna try and, keep commentary. Still gonna try and keep commentary, the same. I'm still gonna try and, like, be surprised, learn what I can from what comes up, even though I did kind of have an area spoiled for me because I've been using a checklist. Alright, honestly, it's just a name of an area and doesn't really spoil much. I still don't know the context behind it, but it's, I will admit that I did kind of have the area spoiled for me. But it was actually spoiled for me as early as the first couple streams because of this YouTuber's videos, so yeah, that was fun. Another thing that was spoiled for me was I knew that Jakob was going to die, like, several, like, in the second stream, which I, again, did not know the context of it. And this was also spoiled for me from a thumbnail from a YouTube video. So if you are a content creator on YouTube, don't be a dick and spoil the sinking events with your thumbnail. I really hate that. I don't go on YouTube just to watch spoilers, and oftentimes I get things spoiled for me anyway. Oftentimes I get things spoiled for me anyway because of the fact that people just post spoiler thumbnails. So don't do that. It really bothers me so much. Like if I wanted things spoiled, I would just... Oh god, hi. If I wanted things spoiled, I'd actually watch the full-on Let's Play this game before I even beat the game. I'm actually trying to enjoy this game as I'm playing it, so I'm not actually actively looking for spoilers. God dang it. I'm trying to get that hunter. There is a lot of enemies here. I'm still kind of like reeling from... Okay, that was random. Monthly quest ready to turn in. I'm still kind of reeling from the revelation that of how Pax turned into ferals. If the Pax know that they will literally lose their sanity by interacting with the anomaly, why would they even do it in the first place? That's what I don't understand. That's like willingly becoming a crack addict if you know that what it's gonna do to you. And try and get closer. Am I gonna hit him? No. Okay, search for remains.
After the first big storms burned out most of their tech, sounds like Monroy got furious. He demanded explanations from the Pax and access to their powers, but they didn't understand. They offered everything they could. They led Monroy through the jungle to their sacred city.
Probably this city. The place we've discovered.
It's nice that we're getting more information on Monroe. But, I'm actually kind of curious to know if he's still alive. We'll get to meet Monroe, like maybe as a faction leader. Or if he's been killed off before the events of the story. Or I guess, for the events of the story is when we... I don't know, maybe that would still work. Because I get, to me, I consider before the events of the story to refer to before the prologue. I think that would still work. Okay. I'm also not going to go, to use the, I'm actually looking for chests right now, but I couldn't find anything. I'm not going to use the guide to, keep track of all the, journal entries. I'm just going to play this as normal for right now. Once I'm done with the main mission, then I'll go ahead and, find what I'm missing. But, I'm just going to enjoy this. I do love the freeze effect in this gun. There's an achievement that I could get, and I can get it right now, but I'm actually gonna hold off on getting the challenge achievements until... Oh god, hi. I'm just gonna hold off on getting the challenge achievements until after I beat the game. Yeah, there's achievements for killing an enemy with 4 status effects on them. There's an achievement for using a skill that's enhanced by 4 mods. And I can actually get the that achievement right now. but it will completely mess up my my armor rating. I really wish that attack was on me. I'm at least making some progress. I was checking the my accolades thing, and I did notice that I was getting somewhat close to completing the accolade for thermal bomb. I still have ways to go on heat wave, and I am on the final tier for feed the flames, which is my healing ability. Oh, I should also be meleeing more. I just remembered I was still have some. I'm actually very close to getting tier 5 on melee, I believe. I should really be meleeing more. I'm just trying to get some more kills on submachine gun. Submachine gun is another thing I'm actually kind of close to getting. Okay, we got a bulwark. That's a warrior. Let's go ahead and use my ability on him. Okay, moving on. I should go ahead and get some. Okay, I was kind of surprised I got the that bulwark with my melee. That's kind of surprising. Oh, hello. Something that I'm kind of expecting to encounter is I am honestly kind of expecting. I'm honestly kind of expecting to meet up with Yaga, the altered warlord that killed Jakob. Because this is Pax City, so it wouldn't make sense to face off against him again. However, there's a chest over there. I'm also expecting to have like a final boss with Moloch soon, but we're so far away from where the insurgents are. And it seems like that Moloch is like the de facto leader of the insurgents. So it doesn't really make any sense why he would be this far outside of the territory of the insurgents. But I don't know. I guess there's still the possibility of encountering Moloch, but it just seems weird. Something else that I'm also kind of expecting. I don't know really what to expect at the end of this DLC, because the whole vision of Chana's where she sees like a garden kind of thing. What really? What the heck? Like, what's really gonna happen, like, with the garden, or... That's what I kind of want to know, because it's kind of seeming like that
Pax
we're
took him to the
working...
Grand Temple, try to show him how they commune with the anomaly. But Monroy thought it was a ploy to assassinate him. He ordered the executions of the Pax leaders and locked down the temple, until he could learn how to control it himself.
My God. Monroy, he misunderstood everything the Pax did.
I honestly kind of missed some of what he was saying. I guess I'll just be reading that thing later anyway. But what I was going to say, it seems like that we're kind of working towards two different objectives. One of which is obviously contacting the Flores and bringing the supplies down. To support the people, but it seems like we also have another objective of trying to figure out how to stop the anomaly so that humanity can survive. And that's what I don't really understand because we're understanding how. Why can't I interact with this? We're understanding how the Pax interact with the anomaly, but we're not really getting any information on how to stop the anomaly. So unless they just throw a Deus Ex Machina and just have
There are
this
countless
random.
cages here. They're filled with skeletons. They look like Pax skeletons.
Unless they have a Deus Ex Machina kind of thing where they say, oh, surprise, this one thing is actually causing the anomalies as we're ravaging across Enoch. Once you shut it down, then all the anomalies will stop. I don't know, it's just... I feel like we're just kind of running out of time for exposition on how the anomalies were actually created and why they're happening, and more importantly, we're not really getting much information on how to stop the anomalies in general. That's just something that I'm just kind of getting a little bit nervous about, because I feel like they're just gonna throw in like plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, presumably like one mission. Because we're really running out of time to cover things if we don't really have that much left in the game. That's just what I'm kind of worried about, because I don't really know what to expect, I guess. I honestly really hope that it doesn't, like, plot threads don't move too fast, that it'll just become a little bit confusing, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I do want a satisfying conclusion to the game. Because so far I've been enjoying this game so much, and I feel like that if they just kind of have an ending that isn't really all that satisfying or doesn't really make any sense, then I'll be kind of disappointed, honestly. Weird how we're... Oh, tier 5 submachine gun, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch out to the LMG. Let's go ahead and claim this reward. So, the next thing that we're going to work on is light machine gun. The LMG. Didn't even let me switch guns. Mean freaking enemy. That's something I don't understand. I'm playing solo. When I pause a game, it should pause the game. I mean, again, this is technically a multiplayer game. Oh. One for the books. Fill in 300 journal entries. Again, I'm playing a multiplayer game, but still, if I'm playing solo, I should be able to, actually pause the game. See, this is 24. There was one I saw. No, it's you. So we're using a light machine gun now. So that's actually something else. We're also getting really close to getting the level 30 achievement. So we will more than likely be getting that achievement in this, possibly in this area. I just noticed they have banners flying. That's a human face. Is that Monroe?
After they'd executed the Pax leaders, Monroy's people started moving into the city. This was their colony. They took over the homes of the Pax, forcing them to work for them.
What?
Serve them.
In other words, they made them slaves. They believed the loss of their machinery was the Pax's fault.
Doesn't matter what they believe. There's no excuse for enslaving another race.
I don't know if that's intentional. That Zahidi said that, considering that he is At least he looks like he's African American or of African descent. But it's probably would have said it anyway, even if he was like a German character. Okay, so we actually have access to a lot of side quests apparently. This one is actually not supposed to be active until I actually beat this mission, but I don't know why I have it here, but I'm actually going to go ahead and start the historian mission. This, I believe, will be the final historian mission. Let's actually go ahead and check. I believe this is the final one. No, it's not. Enoch, no. Enemy. Where is... Oh, Earthly Artifact. Oh, we have 2 more. Oh, okay. That's an accident. I was spamming B to get out of the menus faster. Alright, clear the alley. Well, I like this. It's powerful. Look how fast it's doing the bulwark. Okay. I should have also checked. I'll check after I clear this area because I believe I'm actually working towards tier 5 with the automatic sniper rifle. Once I max this out, I'm gonna equip the bolt action. I use this really early on at the beginning of the game before I switch over to automatic. But something that I'm kind of worried about is I'm really hoping that I'll be able to get to tier 20 accolades without having to create a new character or not having to create a new character or let's call him doing multiplayer, because I prefer to do everything solo if I can. But the very fact that I feel like I'm kind of progressing through the ranks slowly and there's really not that much ranks for me to go through kind of makes me a bit worried. Oh, really? I can see them on the map. They on the radar, I guess. I don't know what to call that. Okay. So I'm gonna try and prioritize my sniper. I feel like I'm getting really close to completing that. The cover to cover thing kind of really reminds me of Gears of War. I have played Gears of War 1. I tried to do a co-op with one of my best friends, but he didn't really like it. He thought it was really boring. So I never really finished Gears of War 1, but I did play Gears of War 4. And that was also the first Gears of War game I technically beat. But I never actually 100% it because I couldn't find many of the dog tags. Or I think there are dog tags in there, but or cog tags I should say. But I did beat the game, and that was also. It felt like the campaign for Gears of War 4 was really short. But I don't think I'll ever stream Gears of War on this channel, and because a lot of the achievements are multiplayer, I don't want to do multiplayer in this game. I'm really get so bored so easily with multiplayer, so that's one of the reasons why I don't want to do it. Like, one of the few multiplayer games I actually enjoy was Overwatch. But I honestly have like a love-hate relationship with that game, mainly because whenever I play it, one of my friends is always insistent that I always ask him if he wants to play before I play. Because he says it'll be nicer, but really, he told me many times before that the reason why that he doesn't want me to play on my own is because he doesn't actually want me to be a higher level than him, which is stupid. Like, if you're that freaking self-conscious about being a higher level, then you shouldn't really... Then the person you're playing with, then you shouldn't really just be playing that game if you're just gonna be that self-centered, I guess. But it's one of the reasons why I don't like playing that game. And also because really, the community... The game is just really, really bad right now. And really, every single time I play the Overwatch, I always end up getting on a losing streak because I always seem to be paired up with a team that I swear to God does not know how to play the game. Which is really no fun to lose, but if you're losing almost every single match, then it just gets even more annoying. It's just really stupid. I also, at one time, used to love playing Call of Duty. But it's just... I just stopped playing that game because it's just... It's really only fun when we're playing with friends. It's just, I could never just play Call of Duty long enough to... Actually, to make progress in the multiplayer. I just get so bored with just going to PvP. One of the reasons why I don't like Destiny 2 is because a lot of the quests require you to make progress in the Crucible, which is like a PvP player versus player thing. And it's I don't want to be forced to play the multiplayer. I'd rather just kill like 50 Fallen or something to get like progress for a chest and just be forced to play the multiplayer.
Without memories of the past, the future means so little.
I swear to God, this game adds a multiplayer in
the
not a multiplayer, PvP.
There's a home for it here.
I'll be honestly kind of annoyed. Lipstick.
Seems funny now, the things we thought important. I remember spending hours in front of my mirror just to convince people I was worth their time. Maybe it's just as well we're done with all that now. We are an ugly lot of creatures, and no amount of makeup will hide that.
Kind of impressive that Lipstick has survived 30 years without getting dried out and crumbling to dust. I'm actually gonna get the rifle thing because that's the other thing that I was needing. Although Elder Duelers aren't. Oh God, which one do I want? Because I have eventually going to be working on rifle, and this could be a really good rifle for me. But there's this. You know what? I have a 25 rifle in my inventory. I could just easily upgrade that to be usable. This is actually a new armor that I've never gotten, so I'm actually gonna get this. Alright. Really kind of looks weird. The cape is nice, but I don't really like that. I'm gonna change the look of it. It looks so weird. I don't have any legendary. Don't like the yellow and robe of the Storm Rider. I may just put Assassin Mantle on. What does this look like? I could. I do kind of like the look of that. I'm actually gonna go with this. What I had before, I believe, but I just don't like the look of that armor. It looks so weird.